Now that Rocket League is going free to play, there will be plenty of new players ready to embark on the Grand Champion journey. And if you are watching this video, then chances are you are one of those players. Now, it won't be easy. Heck, I'm still not a Grand Champion, and I've been playing for 5 years. Well, maybe that just means I'm bad. Either way, I feel like I have some knowledge that will help you hit the ground running. Or, in this case, thriving. Now, before we start, if you found anything in this video helpful, please drop a like and consider subscribing. And if you have any other tips you would like to share with the community, make sure you put them down below. So, without further ado, here are my beginner tips for playing Rocket League in 2020. Now, first things first, please do note that this is not a guide for Rocket League. These are just tips for beginners to help improve their gameplay. My very first tip for beginners in Rocket League is to turn off camera shake. It's in your camera settings, and I promise you, the first thing that you'll want to do is turn off camera shake. Now, it is a cool feature, but the practicality of it is simply not there. Recently, they have made camera shake more bearable, but it is still a feature that I highly recommend you do not use. Now, tip number 2 is look up pro camera settings and controller settings. Imitation is the best form of flattery, and this is true with Rocket League as well. Do some research on some professional players and their controller along with camera settings to give you an idea on how you want your settings to look. A couple things I recommend are, don't have max distance on your car. It may seem like a good idea at first, thinking you'll be able to see more of the field, but in fact it makes things harder. On screen right now are Energy Justin's camera settings for a quick example, so feel free to pause and take a screenshot. He is one of the best players in the world, and you can see he is pretty close to his car. Now, tip number 3 is change to controller settings. Seriously, if there is anything you take away from this video, it is to change these 2 controller settings. Well, 3 technically, but yeah. Change your boost to right bumper or R1 and your air roll / power slide to left bumper or L1. The reason this is so important is that the default controls make it difficult for you to use all of these mechanics at the same time, and trust me, you will want to use them at the same time. An example of these being used together in conjunction is a fast aerial. Now, there are plenty of great videos that go into detail on a fast aerial, but to sum it up quickly, you'll need to jump, pull back slightly while boosting, and let go of your left stick so you don't directionally dodge, and press jump again. This allows you to jump in the air as quickly as possible, and is a lot easier when you move those settings around. Now, the next tip is, when going supersonic, don't move. So, supersonic means when you are going the max speed possible on the ground. This is indicated by the trail behind your car. If you hit supersonic and continue going straight without turning, along with holding the gas down, you will maintain supersonic without having to use any boost. A huge part of Rocket League is boost management, and one of the biggest mistakes a beginner can do is holding down their boost the whole time while they're driving somewhere, thinking that they can still gain speed. I know that was all a lot at once, so to recap, hold boost until you hit supersonic, and let go of boost just to cruise. Now, my final tip for the beginners in this video is to collect the small pads. Going off of what we just talked about, this may sound kind of dumb, but hear me out. There is any save that you can make with at least 24 boost, which is 2 boost pads. You don't have to go for the 100 boosts if it loses all of the pressure or puts you in a bad position. Boost management, like I said, is something that comes with time, so it helps to work on doing things with low boost. Now, I know this feels like a crash course, but if there's anything that you would like me to go into detail about, then please put it down in the comments. Like I said, these were just a few tips for players in 2020, and now that it's going free to play, I hope to see a lot of you playing me in Grand Champion, and me winning, obviously. Just kidding, I'll probably lose. Thanks for watching.